What's good, guys? Welcome, everybody. I hope you're having a great week so far. We are here to do tarot rehab, okay? So if you were able to pick your card, I put a picture. They all look the same, so you don't know what you're gonna get, okay? But if you pick card number one, this is what you got, and I'll read it because I know the camera quality isn't that great. Sorry. Okay, so card number one, we're gonna see what issue is like the underlying issue for your the triggering of your addictions. So if this could be like if you've been clean for a little bit or for a while, but these issues might come up and trigger you to make you want to, indulge. So we're gonna look into the underlying cause of um, uh, your trigger this week. Okay. This card says a loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution. Be aware of others' actions. Material loss. Make sure you are being honest with yourself. And then it says embarrassing secrets. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. No, definitely not. No. Sorry, I'm gonna hopefully get better camera at some point. Okay. But okay, so that's the underlying trigger for you this week. Okay, so let's look into this. Loss of peace of mind. You could personal freedom, take caution. Material loss. All right, so loss of peace of mind, personal freedom, take caution, material loss. Okay, so right now we're talking about a burdensome situation at home. Okay. And then we got the Knight of Pentacles. What is the Knight of Pentacles? So you're hardworking, trying to upkeep things at home, pay the bills, make sure everything's good. And it's a burdensome situation. It's a heavy load that you're dealing with. And then over here we have the Seven of Swords, the Judgment, and the Three of Cups. Okay. And we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Sorry, guys. So you're having. So this is someone at home, somebody who's very cold, aggressive. What's the Three of Swords? So okay, so I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this real quick. So you're having some issues at home. You're working, trying to keep everything at home stable, taken care of, but it's very burdensome. And at the same time, you have some sneakiness going on, making or strategizing how to make something final. It could be you wanna cut this you don't know how to communicate that you wanna maybe cut this person out, and start something like a new creative project. You're making that decision to chase what it is that you need to follow your, your career choice or whatever it is that you want to do for work. It may require a move when investing, and it's leaving someone not happy about the direction that your guys' life is going. Okay. So you might be having this card could be talking about loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Like you want the freedom to move forward in this direction when it comes to your career, and someone is not wanting to do that. So you need to be aware of maybe other people trying to sabotage it. Material loss. You may lose something financially, and this could trigger you to want to, indulge. So it's important that you're honest with yourself and you are being true to yourself about which direction you want to go in your life, and not let people stand in your way. You could have a lot of love for this person, but a lot of times that love for other people will cause us to sacrifice our own happiness. And there's times that, sacrifices must be made, but not when it has to do with following your path that spirit has put in front of you. And it's kind of like me when I started doing tarot. I grew up in a very Christian home. My dad's a pastor, so you can imagine how well I grew up in. My godfather's a pastor. He was the bishop of that congregation. I don't know if that's. This just goes to show you. I grew up in the church, and I'm not even. I can't even. I don't. I couldn't. I'm not. Anyways. But me doing tarot was seen as, oh my God, you're doing rituals to connect to the devil, and it's it's the farthest thing from the truth, right? But how I grew up, everything that I'm doing goes against everything that I grew up believing. And people, completely, cut me out. And it was I lost a lot because of it. I lost support. I lost not that I didn't really have that much support as it was, but getting into this, they completely disowned me. Like, we're not gonna help you. They know how much I was struggling, and they just didn't care. If anything, they try to turn other family members against me. You know what I mean? So it was a moment that I had to make that decision, whether or not these people were beneficial for my life. Because in reality, tarot saved me. Tarot helped me find, if anything, tarot got me closer to God. Seriously. I understood religion, the teachings of religion, in a more spiritual way. But the problem was that I didn't have the support from the people that were supposed to support me. So I had to learn. I have to have myself. I have to have my own back, right? And that might include moving away from the people that you have a lot of love for. And that can be painful to have to accept. But it's important that you are being honest with yourself about how you move. Am I moving to make other people happy, or the moves that I'm making, are they, for my own good? Because it's something that's going to bring me happiness. And if you choose to put other people's needs over your own, it's going to leave you in this state of wanting to indulge, wanting to escape, because you're not being true and authentic to yourself. You care more about people pleasing than pleasing your spirit by following what was meant for you. So this if somebody's trying to keep you contained in some sort of, in whatever, however, whether it be in your work, in your relationships, in your friendships, whatever that may be, it may be the seven of the Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's been delaying your success. That's what it is. Somebody's been delaying your success. So let's see what your advice is. What do you need to... I dropped these. Okay, so... we got the Justice and the Devil. The Five of Swords, Five of Cups. Oh, sorry guys. Justice here. Justice is a card of balance, and here you have the Devil and you have the Five of Cups. So there's a lot of sadness, a lot of toxicity in the situation that's keeping you, that needs balance restored, so you can have your happiness, right? But somebody's like coming in. Somebody's coming in. The Ace of Wands to me is like brutality. Somebody who's cruel, and somebody, the Knight of Wands is somebody who's very impulsively cruel. Because again, it's I need a bigger workspace. Remember needing to find balance in your life, because all it's doing is bringing you sadness, imbalance, and it's keeping you from your fulfillment, your happiness. And it could be somebody who just doesn't want to see you go, because they could be codependent on you, you could be codependent on them. If this person... So yeah, this person, okay, so somebody's holding you back. They're delaying your success because they're stressed out. They're worried. They're anxious because they might see they don't know if their person is they don't know if they're gonna walk away. They don't know if they're gonna walk away for someone that they work with, maybe, because this is kind of like, I like this energy, you know. This is fulfillment. Lovers and the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who's very sweet, very loving, very nurturing, and this person is worried. Are they gonna? Is my person gonna walk away? And so, okay, if you're the person that's worried that your person is gonna walk away, this could be warning you to be careful, because it's gonna cause some conflict that's could as gambling. If you struggle with gambling, maybe that's the way you so this could be a gambling addiction. And so if you're worried, or someone else, I don't know who's worried, but somebody's worried that their person is going to move away for somebody else, possibly somebody that they work with. And this could trigger them to we have the Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You're feeling stuck. Why are you feeling What is this? I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting something. It could be somebody going through withdrawals. They're locked up going through withdrawals, or they're in actual rehab, maybe. What is this? What are they in rehab for? So, okay, so this could be something else, but I'm gonna keep looking at that. I just want to clarify. Let's look at this, okay? Let's look at this. That person could be the one that's feeling stuck. So I don't know why, but I was getting this. I didn't want to say it, but earlier, but I was getting that you guys could both suffer from the same kind of addictions, and this person that's trying to keep you is more trying to keep you because they are codependent. It's almost like it could be that you provide the financial means to support this habit. Maybe they just don't want to quit. They're trapped by it, by their addiction. I don't know if this is you or your person. What more can you tell me about this Eight of Swords? So it could be the Emperor. It could be the Emperor. Yeah, okay, and then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So the Four of Cups is getting a new outlook on a new direction, a new option, a new way of handling things. Okay, so I thought it was gonna be that this person was the one that was getting moved away from, like somebody was moving away from this person, but it seems to me like this masculine is the one who is saying, you know what, I need to change my life. What else can you tell me? Yeah, got the Magician. You're cutting that shit out. You want a new beginning. You want the Wheel of Fortune to start turning in your favor. You want good luck in your life, in work. Okay? So what are you gonna do? You're getting a new outlook, and I like that. I like that. I like that. So let's see what you're starting to look at differently. What are you looking at differently? Yeah. It could be a new investment that you were looking into, financial. Um, Taking that chance, taking that leap of faith, taking that chance to invest in that new opportunity. Um, this is something that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for this to come in. Yeah, and then we have the world at the bottom. You've been waiting for this. But somebody's been um, um, stalling you out, delaying that success because that person was worried that you were going to move away from them. So, what do the people, and I've been going through a little bit of this in my own life, what do people do when they feel like you are no longer under their control? What do? They try to keep you in control. And they can do different ways of doing that. They can manipulate you. They can, you know, through words, money, sex, drugs. If they know you battle with that, they will try and manipulate you somehow. Just one more time, just one more time. That's why those exes that when you do the breakup and they're like, just one more time before you go. That's just their way of pulling you back in, right? And that's what this person was doing to you. They try to keep pulling you back in by manipulating you through drugs, sex, alcohol, whatever it may be, okay? And they knew, like, people like this know that one good way to keep you kind of like under their thumb is by creating that chaos in your life. And they'll do that with money. Like, oh, you're always struggling, so you can never get it, save up enough to get ahead. Or you try to walk, you want it, they know you want to get clean, so they try to, just one more time. You try to break up. Oh, just come over, let's, one more time before you go. That kind of shit. Because it's manipulative. It is, and it's intended to keep you stuck and stagnant. And that's what this person was doing to you. Okay? So you have good things coming, but there's a need for you to cut those toxic things out, so that way the universe can start to bring balance in your life. You are not going to be able to fight off these addictions, and if you keep allowing the people that create conflict and chaos in your life around in your life, okay, because they're always going to be able to push those triggers. And right now, when you're battling this, one of the biggest things you have to do is separate yourself from the people that make you want to fall back into those patterns, at least until you're strong enough to be able to to block out those types of energies. Because people can come to me and try to get me to revert to my old ways, but I've done my healing, so I've learned how to not fall back into those old patterns. That doesn't mean that there aren't chances that can happen. None of us are perfect. We all fall back into our old ways, but there's a need for you to be strong and healed before you can go and be around these types of people again. Again, I shouldn't even say that, because like once you start healing, going back to the people that you've escaped from, it's just like, nah, I'm good. You change, you elevate everything. You elevate yourself, you elevate the type of people that you allow around you, and that includes family, okay? And that could be a tough thing to do, because it does feel lonely, but you need to learn how to surround yourself with the supportive people that are going to nurture your mind, body, and spirit, and not enable you to fall back into old toxic behaviors. Okay. So I hope that helped. Let's get some final advice for you, and then we'll go on to the next story. You'll have victory in love. Okay, hold on. You'll have victory in love. You're going to find a healthy partnership and somebody who you see as your wish fulfillment, someone that you've been waiting for a long time. You've wished for this person, but there's a need for you to move away from. This is the move away from troubled waters card, okay? There's a need for you to move away from toxic behaviors. Remember that justice card came in to say there's a need for balance in your life, but you have toxic people around you, people that you love that are toxic, and needing to move away from those people. Identifying those people and moving away from those people are going to bring you the luck that you need. Okay? All right, guys. I hope this helped. I'm going to go on to card number 2. All right? So we'll see you at that next pile. All right, pile number 2. This is your Rehab tarot reading. So you guys got the 4 of Cups. Okay? This says failing. Okay, so I don't know if you watched the first part. Sorry, I'm kind of new at this. So this is the underlying issue that's going to trigger any kind of upcoming desires to overindulge, whatever your addiction is. We're not so much focused on that right now as much as what's possible triggers that could come up for you that might, like I said, that might make you want to indulge. All right, so the 4 of Cups talks about excuse me, failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, the distractions of everyday life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world, and it says it's time to wake up. Okay, so you're just kind of like blah in life right now. Okay, so let's see. Why are you feeling like this? It says you're failing to see the magic in life, the magical opportunities that life brings you. You're failing to see that, and you're just distracted with the mundane, the mundanity of everyday life: work, pay bills, cook, clean, all that stuff. Okay. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You could be stressing about money. You're stressing about money, and then we have the 7 of Swords. So yeah, stressing about money. You could be going into debt. 7 of Swords. Because of somebody stealing, some kind of betrayal, somebody who was dishonest. Okay, so that's a possible trigger for you. That's gonna come up, and it's gonna make you want to be like, oh, fuck it. Then we have the High Priestess talking about secrets. Secrets about something that it's like bad luck, but something that's also like out of your control. And we have the Strength in reverse. somebody, oh, oh. So this could be somebody who is in a position of power that's abusing their power. And you're feeling, these secrets, like, that this is going on, right? But they're secrets, secrets that other people they don't know what's going on. But this situation is out of your control. It's out of your control. Okay. What is this about? What is this? We have temperance. You could be wanting to bring balance and harmony, having self-control, moderation. This situation is what's keeping, excuse me, this situation that you feel is out of control, is out of your control. It's saying to remember that you might not be in control of this situation, but you are in control of yourself. Okay. Temperance. Okay, so if you're, again, you're failing to recognize a magical opportunity right now, you could be going into debt. You're stressing about money because of this theft, this betrayal, this whatever this is going on. This theft, betrayal is this person who is abusing their power. These are secrets. Maybe not everybody knows about what's going on, but you do. And that's why you're feeling like this is out of my control. I can't say anything. I can't do anything. I have no power in this situation. And it's causing you to want to indulge in whatever vice that you've been trying to, you've been fighting off. But Spirit's here to say, hold your ground. Keep that self-control. This card talking about failing to see magical opportunities is because what's required of you is to walk away from a burdensome situation. You see how she's just packing up all her shit and leaving? You might say that to this person that's abusing their power, because it kept you, Ten of Swords is painful endings, sad endings. You could have thought that it was going to bring you, this situation was going to bring you abundance. With the Seven of Pentacles, you thought taking that chance was going to bring you new opportunities, right? But all it did was bring you conflict. It could have been a boss. It could have been a boss who was, they could have promised you a lot of things, like, oh yeah, you're gonna start making all kinds of money, but that was slow coming. And it really took a toll on took a toll on your home life, on any kind of just joy and fulfillment. It just didn't bring you any joy or fulfillment. So you could be getting to the point where you might communicate that about someone's, I'm gonna say you might communicate about someone's performance. So you're calling your boss out? Maybe. Queen of Swords is somebody who is rigid, cold, dishonest, unkind, and you could be calling them out. This person who has all this power does not need to be in this position. This person is greedy. This person is lazy. This person, they just want quick results. They don't care about how it gets done. They're just do it. I don't care how it's done. Even if it's unethical, they don't care. So what you're failing to see is, like, once you can be speaking out about this situation, and once you do, it's going to require you to move away, and you could be already stressing about money, or this situation is causing you to stress out about money, because you're like, if I say anything, if I do anything, I'm going to lose my job, I'm going to lose my security, my financial security. So it's been holding you back. But they weren't really giving you that much, you know. It was, you could probably get you can get more somewhere else if you follow something that you know is true to you, that's connected to your higher purpose. This is going to cause you some mental conflict and cause you to probably want to indulge, because you just don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You feel blindfolded by the situation. I don't know which way to go, with the Hangman in reverse, because you're afraid of being let down. You're afraid of being let down, right? So Six of Swords. This situation, because you've been afraid of being disappointed and let down, you are unable to move forward. So you're stagnant in your life. So it's time for you to make a choice. You could be that person, that nurturing person that this place may need in order to bring the healing support that this workplace desperately needs after dealing with this dude. And that's going to bring in justice. Okay? That's going to bring in justice, and you might actually get something as a result. You could get a promotion, you could get some kind of offer. What that offer is, I don't know. You will have to wait and see what it is if you choose to make this decision. So this is the advice, it's pretty much giving you a, play something that you can, you don't have to take this advice, obviously, but this is the underlying issue. And instead of sulking and wanting to remember, this whole situation is creating a lot of mental conflict within yourself, and it's keeping you blinded to clarity, right? This is a time where you have to stand up for yourself, not sulk in, oh, I can't do anything, this person has too much power over me. You're failing to see that when you make decisions that align to you, like, you want to call out this situation because you see it as unjust and unfair and unethical, maybe. And when you start to connect to that part of you that seeks out truth and justice, the divine is going to give you the support and the backing that you're going to need. You might lose your job because you're like, I'm out of here. I can't be here anymore. But the divine is going to give you something even better. But there's a need for you to make sure you keep balanced throughout this. Okay, don't give in to your temptations. This card also talks about self-control and moderation. Okay, so stay balanced in this situation as you work through this situation. It could be tough, it could be a tough choice to make, but stay balanced. Okay, stay balanced. Remember, you can't always control other people, but you can control how you react to a situation. Okay, how you respond to it. The truth will always come out, and you might be speaking about this truth about this person who has been abusing their power. So look for the magic in life. Okay, you are the change. You have to be the change you want to see. If you sit back and just be quiet and just sulk, nothing is ever going to change. And sometimes sacrifices must be made. We have to make the sacrifices to stand up for what's right, and that sometimes might cost us some financial. It might cost us money. It could cost us time. It could cost us something. But the divine always rewards those who seek and speak truth. Okay, so remember to look for those magical opportunities in life. Don't just get sucked into the mundanity of everyday life. Okay, because that's one way to quickly kill your spirit, is to get sucked into the everyday life. Look for those moments where you're like, okay, I can make changes, positive changes in this area. And sometimes we're the ones who suffer the consequence, but it's going to create the change that we want to see. And like I said, we might have to sacrifice something, but it's what we lose is nothing compared to what you will gain. Okay, so stay strong. Don't stress about money if that's what you're stressing about. If you make the choice to speak out on this person, the universe is going to bless you. So if that's what you're worried about, don't worry about that, but stay strong. Don't stress out. Okay, don't stress out. You're gonna have happiness. Okay, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna have happiness, but don't give in to your stresses and your anxiety and your depression and start indulging in because that's only gonna bring more problems. And I think yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If anything, it's saying to find more peace. Okay, trying to find that balance in your life. Okay, don't give in to your temptations, because that's just going to bring bad stuff in your life. Okay, all right guys, I hope this helped. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave that one there. Hold strong, speak the truth, and the universe will bless you. All right, guys, so we're going to go on to the pile number 3. We'll see you at your piles. All right, pile 3. This is your Rehab tarot reading. Okay, so the first card I pulled was the first card that is telling us the energy of the underlying trigger that's gonna come up for you this week, okay? So you got the, excuse me, you got the transformation card. This says, a significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations. Break free of procrastination, releasing old belief systems. So that is what's going to come up this week that may trigger you to want to indulge in vices that you may be fighting off, okay? So let's see what this life experience, it says a significant life experience that requires changes to be made. What changes? Okay, so the first card we got is the High Priestess. Okay, so secrets, mysteries, using your intuition, trusting yourself. I don't know why I'm getting more like secrets. It could be in regards to your legacy. Ooh. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, weighing options of how to make these changes. Okay, so I don't know what to ask. I'm just gonna let Spirit bring it out. We're talking about your work. So we're talking about building your legacy. So it could be whatever. Okay, so this, what changes need to be made? Okay, let's see what changes. What changes are going to be are you gonna need to make? We got the Knight of Wands. This talks about, okay, what's the Knight of Wands? What's the Knight of Wands? What's the Knight of Wands? The Chariot. And then we got the Devil at the bottom. So I keep dropping things today, man. The Knight of Wands talks about like a lusty, free-spirited person, right? And with the Chariot, talks about change, like a change in a new direction. What else? Okay, what's the Knight of Wands? A new direction, and then so like a new job, a new investment. So where you were like really lusty and like carefree when it came to your work because of the money, like here you're making needing to make a change, maybe change careers, or just change the direction of your investment. So if you're investing in something, you built up your legacy investing in something that made you a lot of money, but it doesn't align with really who you are and where your spirit, like sometimes we look the other way because we're like, oh well, it's a good job, I make good money here, my family's good, so we justify looking the other way. because of the money. So that's where it was like this desire, this lusty desire for the money. Here you're making a change in direction when it comes to your work. Releasing old belief systems. So it could have been that you were investing in something that you believed in, and then you started to open your eyes. Here we have the Star and the Two of Cups. Yeah, I'm gonna say renewed hope, inner clarity. Somebody could have brought this clarity to you. Somebody very, could be somebody that you care about or want to have I don't know if you're in a relationship with them or you want to make an offer to them, but it could be this person helped bring you this renewed hope and clarity. Yeah, and then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, a new job, a new home, hope returns. You're getting renewed hope and hope returning, you know? Hope returning. Yeah, I hope returning after hope was destroyed. That's cool. So what? Okay, so I was gonna ask, what is it that you need to be aware of? If there's a moment where you're feeling hopeless and heartbroken, there's gonna be this like urge to maybe indulge, maybe have a drink. You're like, oh, it's just one drink. But that one drink is gonna end up leading to partying all night. Okay, so if somebody asks you, oh hey, let's go out, you might need to like sneak away and say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I have other things to do. Yeah, because you're hiding from that love of that love for the cup, you're trying to hide from that. So that's why it's like, don't let one little hiccup that isn't, it might bring some sadness, it might bring, disappointing, whatever that situation is. It's not that big for you to, it's not that big of an issue for you to give in. And you might say, and it might not even be, it could be like a situation where like, oh, maybe I'll just have one, and I'm feeling a little sad today, a little down, I'm just gonna have one. But that one is gonna lead to, an all-nighter with your friends. So it's saying that one little cup, that one little innocent cup, you might want to hide from that. So if somebody's asking you, let's go out, the best thing for you, your advice is to maybe just, stay home, you know. Netflix and chill. You know, that's what you might have to do, okay? So don't, might have to want to hide from that innocent, oh, it's just one drink. All right? So, releasing old belief systems, breaking free of procrastinations. What are these old belief systems that they're breaking? Let's see. You're starting to look at situations more clearly, and it could have to do with your social circle, the family, friends, people you go out with. Probably like to go out to concerts, movies, stuff like that. The reason why you're starting to look at it differently is because you're starting to notice, when I get around these people, all it brings is arguments, fighting, conflicts, overindulgence. So it's saying there's a need for you to be strong and make that decision to reflect on if these people that you surround yourself with are beneficial for you. You know, it's like I see the swords kind of like she's in the ground buried, like I see the swords as nails in the coffin. You know, there's yours, you put your own nail in the coffin right there, you know, buried with you, and then, you know, the people around you are nailing, making sure that you're gone. And this doesn't have to be intentional. You know, it could be just like, you know, these are my friends, you know, we grew up together, these are my people, but your people aren't bringing you, they aren't helping you grow. See, I have the deck split in two, okay? So I have the devil on this one, and it's like cutting out it, making the decision of cutting it out, because you could be behaving foolishly when you're with these people, not realizing that these are the people that are creating this, are contributing to you feeling defeated. And then here on this side, we have the Three of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Cups. Like, working on your happiness has been like, you know, it's like you killed that off. Because you're so focused on building that legacy. You're so focused on building the legacy that you don't see the opportunity that's behind you. A new opportunity that would bring in fulfillment, happiness in your work. Something that it's like you can be proud to tell your family, this is what I do. Whereas as before, like whatever it was that you were doing, caused you to, like, I don't know. Maybe you know. Maybe you'll know. But yeah, it's, as far as, you know, falling back into temptation, stay away from the people that you typically like to go out with. Yeah, okay, these fell out again. Strength, because these people, your friend group, is just gonna bring conflict in your life, in your energy. With the Judgment in reverse, it's like a bad judgment call. Don't make that bad judgment call, because you're gonna fall back into your uh, fall back into old patterns and that you don't want to do. Or if you know, no matter where you are, if you just started to pull away from this, or you've been had pulled away, but it doesn't look like, it looks like this is something new that you're really trying to um, start that process of withdrawing from toxic people, toxic work environments that cause you to want to indulge. And this is a difficult thing to do, and it will require you to withdraw from people that you're used to um, occupy your time with. You know, addictions aren't just drugs, alcohol, you know, sex. It's, you know, people. Just any work is another one. um, Anything to keep you from facing the things that you need to face. So this is a time where you have to get real comfortable being alone, because this is a time where you're going to have to look at yourself. All that ugly, scary, uncomfortable stuff that we don't like to look at, this is where you do that work and understand why it is that you think the way you think, you behave the way you know you do, you respond, you look at these things and not, well, so and so did this to me and that's why. Well, yeah, you look at that, but it's that why does it trigger me like that? Why does it make me feel so bad when, you know, people make snarky remarks about my looks? And it's like, well, I remember my mom used to tell me, oh, that, you know, your job is to look good and do this and be this way. And so when somebody tells me you aren't that, it makes me feel a certain kind of way. That's what you have to do, you know? And it's not easy. It can be painful because we come to realizations that the people around us that we thought cared about us, they didn't. They don't, or they can't. Sometimes it's not that they're just bad people. It's just like they love the best they can, because they too have their traumas that they have or haven't worked through. So how they treat you is more of a reflection of them. So this is your time to start looking at how you behave to other people, how you behave toward yourself, because that's a direct reflection of who you are. And you can't do that when you're surrounded by people. You can't do that when you're indulging to escape. This is the time. This is where you slay those demons. This is the time for you to look at yourself, to understand yourself fully. And it takes time, and it's uncomfortable, but it's time to make the changes necessary. Anything else for this group? We got the sun. Happiness is on the horizon. If you okay, remember, final advice, stay away from that. Oh, it's just one. Because if you don't, it's gonna kill the opportunity for that new investment that you remember. You had your back to this, and you were focused on building legacy, on faulty foundation. And the one thing that is strong and fierce, the investment that is strong, you had your back to that. And so it's saying that if you kind of fall back into your old patterns, if you don't hide from that, oh, it's just one, it could probably kill that opportunity that you've been hoping for, that would bring you happiness. Okay, so it's a need for you. There's a need for you to move away from that toxic behavior. Don't just sit in it and worry about it, but actually actively move away from it by focusing that energy towards something else, putting that energy into creating something for yourself, that new investment, whatever it may be. Pick up new healthy habits. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave that one there, guys. I hope this helped. And if you find that this helped, or even if it resonated, and you find benefits in these types of read, check me out on Patreon. It's the tarot, the Rehab tarot program that I have there, where we do videos like this. I put it super cheap because I want to make it so, many people can benefit from this. So if you find it helpful to you, check out my Patreon. I'll put the link in the description box. All right, guys, have a great day.